I really don't like being alone. Yeah. Yes, welcome. Today it's a solo review. Michael's away. Sorry, Michael. I didn't know what to do. We were supposed to be joined by Luke Parker and Sam Owen, but unfortunately the latter is sick and the other one just didn't see the film. So unfortunately, it's just going to be me. Today we'll be reviewing Toy Story 4, a fun, epic adventure that tells the tale of Woody and his compadre of friends, including Buzz Lightyear, Little Bo Peep, and the potato one. It's sort of an epilogue as opposed to a conclusion, I suppose. I think the most controversial thing was obviously that Toy Story 3 was the perfect conclusion to this epic trilogy. So why make a fourth? Is it really necessary? And ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you that yes, it was necessary. But then it kind of wasn't. We could have definitely concluded it with the third film. And this fourth one is definitely, as I said before, an epilogue. It's really focusing on Woody, and it kind of ties up his arc as opposed to the toys arc, which was definitely perfectly concluded in the latter film. But I'll tell you what, this film is just as good as the other Toy Story films, and I think it's a little bit better than the first one in my opinion. I'd definitely rank it 3, 2, 4, and probably 1 then. It definitely adds nicely to that existing franchise. Obviously the animation is the star of this fantastic project. The shots, the lighting, it all works beautifully. Just that 3D animation it keeps advancing. Pixar is doing a fantastic job. Or what does Pixar also do? They tug at our heartstrings, and yes, one by one, plucking upon that fantastic heart, it does indeed linger and tingle my little emotions. I was bawling before the movie even started, and then I really cried during the end. You're able to reminisce all the movies that you saw. I mean, yeah, exactly. I wasn't even born when the first one came out. I would have been about, I don't know, 5, 6 when the second one came out, and then I would have been in my teens when the third one was out, and now here I am, a sad, lonely 22-year-old man, watching the fourth film by myself. Well, reviewing it by myself, that's for sure. I really don't like doing this by myself. I miss you, Michael. Please come back to me. The voice cast, yes, Tim Allen, he's back. Woody, Tom Hanks, Bo Peep is voiced by someone I can't remember the name of. There's Keanu Reeves is joining, and there's Tony Hale. They're all great. Forky is fantastic. Duke Kabuki, wherever his Canadian bloody name is. Key and Peele are in this as Fluffy Bunny Boy, Ducky, I don't know. There's something surprising, this was a really funny film. I mean, the other Toy Story films are really funny too, but it was definitely geared more as a comedy, I think, this one. That really worked for it. A lot of the jokes landed, thinking about them now and laughing in joy. If there was a negative, we didn't get to see much of the other toys. Mr. Potato Head, Ham, Rex. They were there, but they didn't really do as much as I thought they would. This was definitely focusing on Woody. It would have been nice to see those toys, you know, for a final time, but I guess you got that in Toy Story 3. Buzz as well, he does some good things, but he's never really, I don't know, focused on his arc. Is, well, funny and charming, nothing near the emotional impact of Woody. But it is Woody's movie. It is Woody's Roundup. Woody's Roundup. The writing is spot on. The way that the writers are able to emotionally bring us together in such a way is just remarkable, honestly. It reminds me of the fourth Indiana Jones, and it's kind of what they tried to do, I think, with that franchise. They wrapped it up nicely in a great trilogy, and they decided to go on another adventure a couple years ahead, and they kind of failed miserably in Indiana Jones. But in this film, they took us back to somewhere where we didn't really intend to go back, but we loved every minute of it, seeing those lovely little toys. It was fantastic. I'm not going to do word association this week because that's a bit sad, but I will do, however, yes, I will do Mix Hot Picks, but we're not going to call them Mix Hot Picks. Instead, we're going to call it Emerson's Tootin' Actors. I don't know. No, we won't do that. Emos, Sizzling People. That'll do, yeah. In terms of voice cast, it was a voice cast, so no one was really attractive, but I was watching a lot of press junket, and Keanu Reeves, you know, he's pretty popular, so why not? I'll give it to him. He's sexy, and I don't know, I had a thing for the doll. She was cool too. And yeah, that concludes, I forget what I called this. Something about sizzling and people. Anyway, that segment's not coming back. And finally, I got to review this film. I got to give it a final score. Tugged my hearts emotionally, was a worthy additional movie to the franchise. Voice cast astonishing, writing fantastic. While it didn't make use of the toys as much as I would have liked to have, it probably didn't necessarily need to. So for that, I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5 blocks of butter. Now that's a cake. That's a wedding cake. That's a good cake. That's a Toy Story cake. I've creeped out everyone, but don't worry. I'll be back with Michael Trace next week, and if not, maybe Luke or Sam will come back and finally be in a video. No pressure. Stay in touch, comment, like, subscribe, and remember, if you snort cocaine illegally, then it's not really illegal. I'm going now. Good night, God bless, and remember, stay tuned for some more buttery goodness. Fuck, I hate my life, honestly. That was fucking shit.